Tuesday, oh, Tuesday. I'm so tired, got no time to play.
If you look at the victories and failures of the civil rights movement and its litigation strategy in the court, I think where it succeeded was to vest formal rights. But the Supreme Court never ventured into the issues of redistribution of wealth and sort of more basic issues of political and economic justice in the society. And to that extent, as radical as I think people tried to characterize the Warren Court, it wasn't that radical.
Well, there it is. That's B.O., Barack Hussein Obama, stripped bare of his public persona, the real Barack Hussein Obama, who has not yet denied that he said this because he can't. It's an interview from WBEZ from 2001 when he was who he is, which is a radical left-wing college professor who espouses communism, who is saying that the U.S. Constitution itself reflects a blind spot of the Founding Fathers. Now, he is an arrogant kid, Barack Hussein Obama, who was given everything through affirmative action and the sacrifices of his white grandmother, who has a nerve to say that he knows more than the Founding Fathers of the United States of America. And the miracle here, the miracle for you left-wing communists is that you are almost about to take over a country. This has been your dream for well over 50 years, and you are on the precipice of taking over the reins of the United States of America through sheer genius and through the sheer failure of the Republican Party to offer an alternative. I want to read you an email on the Savage Nation that I received from a listener who will remain anonymous, because this represents the gestalt of my audience. When I said to one of my listeners in an email that the question will become whether or not the wealthy wing of the Democrat Party, i.e. Pelosi and that gang, can control the communist wing of the Democrat Party after the communist wing wins, here is what this listener sent back. The listener wrote, the wealthy wing of the Democrat Party will lose. Clinton lost. It is over. Barney Frank is a maniac like him. And how many more right behind him? Gays, lesbians, and Black Panthers united to take down the system. Now add in tens of millions of new poor immigrants who want everything free. To get even with the evil white male. You will have drugs legalized, prostitution legalized, borders torn open, homosexuals in the military, free speech gone, hate crimes laws, higher taxes, guns seized, youth continuing to be drugged, free everything for everyone, you name it, all coming and coming literally in the next 4 years if Barack Hussein Obama wins. The imprisonment of political opponents like in Venezuela will not occur yet. Not with the current Supreme Court. McCain is an old man who cannot speak about any of this. The losers who write for the newspapers and work on television are pushing Obama even as their own businesses burn to the ground in failure. They do not care. They do not care. They do not care. This is all sad and all true. Obama is so dangerous, writes the listener, and the white liberals are the exact types that will put him in office. The 10% of swing whites that should be voting for McCain but are guilty, drugged out, will be putting their grandchildren into economic and social slavery. And all the white male gays who hate themselves and who will vote for a black man that hates white people. It is so depressing. Now, that's the story that I'm getting. Obama is not a socialist. This is the problem. I was the first one in the major media to start talking about socialism when they were still up to liberalism. Remember, I wrote the book. Liberalism is a Mental Disorder, years ago. And then soon thereafter, many people, caught it, and they were into the whole liberal, and it started to lose its meaning. I had to redefine for you and my audience what we were talking about. We're not talking about liberals. We're talking about socialists. There's a whole spectrum of the left wing, just as there's an entire spectrum of the right wing. I am a moderate conservative, but I've been painted as an extremist by the scum on the left. The fact of the matter is, when I began in radio in 1994, in the first week on radio, I said pointedly that there must be a firewall between conservatism and extreme racism on the right. And I've never crossed that firewall. There is a firewall on the left wing as well that has been breached. That firewall has been breached by the communist wing of the Democrat Party, whose leader is Barack Hussein Obama. Obama is artful at hiding his true beliefs that you don't even know the danger you are in. As I walk around, as I ride around, as I talk around, and as I look around, I see drugged up lunatics, mainly white people, who don't even know the danger they are in. They have no idea the danger they're in. They have no idea what their children's lives are going to become like in a new communist America. The United Soviet States of America. The United Soviet States of America. The United Soviet States of America.